There's a letter in my glove box that I never meant to send, and a photo in my wallet of a love I couldn't mend. Wasn't cruel, just careless with the way I held your name, like a gambler holds his last chip, thinking luck don't ever change. You packed your life in silence, not a single slam or tear, just the sound of someone knowing they won't be remembered here. And I watched you from the window as you disappeared in dusk. I thought pride would keep me steady, but pride don't bleed like trust. I took the long way losing you. Every mile just proved it true. I tried to turn around too late, but the road kept fading blue. I thought time would do the healing, but it just drew out the view. No shortcuts through regret, my love. I took the long way losing you. I stayed in towns we passed through, tried to live inside the past, made friends with all my ghosts, and drank from empty glass. I held your laugh in headphones like a hymn I never wrote, played it back till it was hollow, like a promise choked by hope. Some men learn by losing, some just circle what they lost. And I drew maps of maybe, but I never paid the cost. I took the long way losing you, with every silence as my cue. I rehearsed 1,000 sorries that you never asked me to. I thought one day you'd be waiting in some town with lighter shoes, but dreams don't park at broken hearts. I took the long way losing you. I didn't mean to choose this ending, but I chose it just the same. Mostly shadows, but I drive it just for truth, and every mile still whispers, I took the long way losing you.
There's a coffee ring on her last letter and a photo turning gray. I read them both 100 times, still don't know what not to say. I told my boy to chase his dreams, but never said how far. He called last week from Michigan, and I just stared at stars. I never said I missed my dad till I saw him in my hands. Never said I feared the silence till the noise was all I had. We all think we'll find the moment to say what weighs the soul, but life don't wait on timing, and the truth ain't always told. These are the things I meant to say when I had more time than fear. Like I'm proud of you and I'm sorry, and I'm glad you made it here. But the clock just kept on ticking, and I thought words could delay. Now all I've got is echoes of the things I meant to say. I never told her she was right when she begged me not to roam. Now the house still smells like flowers, but it don't feel like home. I kept my kindness in a drawer with the watch I never wore, and now both are ticking louder than they ever did before. The days grow short and golden, and I breathe a little slow. Wish I'd said it while they listen. Wish I let the silence go. These are the things I meant to say, not in eulogies or prayers, but across the kitchen table with a breath and two good chairs. Now I fold them in a letter, and I hope they find their way to the hearts I left wide open with the things I meant to say. I should have said it sooner, but I guess I say it now. So if you hear me in the static of a song you hum today, know I meant it when I whispered all the things I meant to say.
They say the road forgives a man if he don't ask it where it goes. But I've been driving past my own life like a bar I never chose. Left Georgia in a rainstorm, left 2 kids and half a name. Told myself I'd send a postcard, but the guilt got in the way. Spent some nights in Amarillo, wrote my sins on bathroom walls, played guitar for folks who never even knew my face at all. But a voice inside kept humming every mile like a scar. Said you ain't starting over, you're just hiding who you are. A man can only run so far before the road starts running back. Every silence that you borrow piles up behind the tracks. You can chase 1,000 sunsets in a beat-up old guitar, but you can't outrun your shadow. A man can only run so far. Met a woman out in Reno. She could see behind my eyes. Didn't ask me about my story, but she knew I lived in lies. She said, you've got hands like heartbreak and a voice like you've been shot. Then she poured me half her mercy, and she kept the other half. I asked her why she stayed with me. She just smiled and lit a star. Said we're all just broken comets, falling right back where we are. A man can
crossroads, and a man can only run so far. I ain't asking for forgiveness, just a place to plant my boots. Now the road behind me's dusty, but the porch ahead is warm, and I ain't looking back too hard. A man can only run so far.
They said I was my father's son, quiet hands in second place. Never raised my voice at anger, never looked pride in the face.
They pushed me down in high school hallways, took my heart, left my name. Mama said you rise above it, so I learned how to lose with grace.
I wore that silence like a ribbon, like it meant I had control. But deep inside the echo was a man about to roll.
You can teach a boy to swallow, but a man learns how to roar. And someday all that pressure kicks the hinges off the door. A man like me don't stay down long. You can bet against me, sure, go on. I've been cracked, I've been bruised, but I don't break, I just move. You might take my time, not my song. A man like me don't stay down long. Away from lovers who mistook soft for weak. But kindness ain't a coffin, and quiet ain't defeat. I watched my brother drink his rage till he turned into the man. I swore I'd never mimic, but I still understand. You can kick a dog forever till he learns to bite the storm. But I found peace in firelight, and rage I can transform. A man like me don't stay down long. You can bend me, but I'm built strong. I've seen shame, I've seen loss, but I still walk like I'm the boss. I don't beg, I rebuild what's gone. A man like me don't stay down. They said I'd never raise my voice, but I learned how to sing. A man like me don't stay down long. Even thunder knows my song. I've been quiet, not afraid. Now my silence gets repaid. Watch me rise, sing proud and strong. A man like me don't stay down long. No, a man like me don't stay down long. The kettle still whistles at 7, like it did when you were here. I memorized its sadness and the way it hides a tear. The curtains still dance in the morning, though no one pulls them wide. Your robe still hangs behind the door, like it's waiting on your stride. Mailbox holds no letters, but I check it just the same. And I keep our song on vinyl so I don't forget my name. The clock don't tick the way it used to since you stopped turning keys, but I still light the porch lamp so your ghost knows where I'll be. I still set the table for two, still pour your favorite tea, still hum the lines you used to miss in that movie's final scene. They say move on and find someone, but they never met you. So I live like you're still coming home. I still set the table for two. Sweaters in the closet I folded every week, like prayers I keep repeating to a God who doesn't speak. I wear your ring around my neck so it's always close to heart, and I talk to your reflection in the mirror after dark. I've learned the art of waiting, like a lighthouse learns the shore, shining light that no one answers, still hoping nevermore. I still set the table for two, still leave the porch swing free, still laugh at jokes you used to tell, though now it's only me. They say love dies with distance, but you live in all I do. Every meal, each morning prayer, I still set the table for two. So if heaven has a window and you're looking down the view, I hope you see the candlelight where I still set the table two.
I wrote a letter in a diner somewhere west of Abilene, on a napkin stained with coffee and a fingerprint of dreams. You were gone 5 years by then, but your ghost still hitched a ride in every jukebox song and silence that I kept locked up inside. I never meant to leave that way, didn't think you'd close the door. I was young and full of thunder, now I'm old and keeping score. And every time I tried to mail it, something held me back again. Like maybe pain's more honest when it's only held in pen. This is the letter I never sent, folded tight in consequence, full of words I couldn't say. On the night I walked away, you deserved a better man than the ghost I always met. So I wrote you down in silence in the letter I never sent. I watched your daughter dancing in a video online. She's got your laugh, your way with light, and not a trace of mine. I guess you built a better world than I ever thought you could, and I don't blame you for forgetting, I just hoped you never would. And
I keep that napkin folded like a relic from the wall, between the man I should have been and the one who asked for more. This is the letter I never sent, just ink and cheap lament, but every line still burns like truth, every stain's a piece of youth. If you ever find it drifting like a prayer on accident, just know I loved you quiet in the letter I never sent. And maybe love is realer when it's written, not delivered. So here's to all the might have beens, to mercy, time, and rent, and to you, my never lover, from the letter I never sent.
Steps, you said you don't have to go, but I was full of stubborn mouths and fear I couldn't show.
You had candles on the windowsill and coffee going cold. The record played some Conway Twitty like it knew we'd both grow old.
I kissed your cheek, not your lips, that's a choice I still replay.
And every what if that I whisper begins with walking away.
The night was soft as mercy, but my pride was hard as stone. You reached for love with trembling hands, and I left you there alone.
If I had stayed that night, would the stars have felt less far? Would we be two names on one mailbox
and not just memories in a jar?
I still feel your breath in moonlight, I still dream you hold me tight,
but I'll never know the answer if I had stayed that night. I heard you moved to Houston with a man who loves to dance. I hope he sees the way you laugh like he's been given one more chance.
I fold your name into my prayers like a photograph in flame. I don't wish I had you now, just that I'd stayed and known your name.
The clock forgives no minute, the road forgets no light,
and silence holds more meaning than anything I write. If I had stayed that night, would your tears have turned to gold? Would we have painted autumn mornings in the house where we grew old? I still feel the echo in the rain that tells me I wasn't right,
but I'll always wonder gently if I had stayed that night.
Sometimes love knocks once and leaves when no one answers.
Now I write our story backward into my heart's low candlelight, and I'll always live the question: if I had stayed that night.
Never said goodbye, not really. Just a note with half a name and a postcard from Sedona, with no return, no blame. left her keys on the table next to mine and a broken watch. Said time don't wait on cowards, and I was late by just that much. I found a matchbook from Nevada, folded neatly in my coat, and a lipstick trace on paper that said don't call, just let me float. She was always 10 steps ahead, in boots I never chased, and I wore my silence proudly, like a love I couldn't face. She only wrote me Arizona, never said the word goodbye, just a fading desert skyline and her name beneath the sky. I tried to read between the cactus and the words she left behind, but the only thing she told me was she was done being mine. I still keep that postcard folded in the pocket of my pride. Every woman since has asked me why I leave love outside. I say it's 'cause I met a thunder that looked like common grace. She burned like dusk in silence and vanished without a trace. I could have followed west that night, but I stayed and cursed the floor. And now I sip on her goodbye like a man who wanted more. She only wrote me Arizona, no return, no sweet explain, just a sky in rust and crimson, and her tears in desert rain. I tried to frame it like a story, but the plot just slipped through time, and the only thing she told me was she was done being mine. She never liked goodbyes, so she never gave me one. Now I drive through town she'd love, with her postcard in my coat, still wondering if Arizona was the last thing that she wrote.
I took the long road home tonight, through towns that time forgot, where every sign still whispered all the chances that I lost. I passed the church we used to sit in, the one with the crooked bell, and the diner where I told you I had nothing left to tell. I was younger, loud and broken, thought the road could wash me clean, but all it did was echo what you already seen. But I heard through a friend of yours still leave the porch light on, like you're waiting for a storm to pass or a fool too proud to call. And the porch light's still on after all these years and miles. You still keep a chair wide open, like forgiveness wears your smile. I've been gone too long, done too much, but I swear I've changed. I'm not who I was. That light's for me, I won't be gone, 'cause the porch light's still on. I kept your letters in my glove box, folded like a prayer. I'd read them when the nights got loud, just to feel you still were there. The photos faded, but your words stayed bright like Sunday rain. You said, when you're ready, come on home. I'll leave the porch light just the same. And I never thought I'd see this town without shame behind my eyes. But somehow all the wrong I've done feels small beneath your skies. And the porch light's still on through the wind and every trial. You still keep a chair wide open, like Grace been waiting all the while. I ain't perfect, I ain't fixed, but I'm standing here with all I've missed. If love's a place where I belong, then thank God the porch light's still on.
Sometimes home ain't just a house, it's someone who forgives you first.
So I'm walking up the front steps with the sunrise breaking strong, and I'm coming home for real this time. Thank God the porch light's still on. I found his coat behind the closet, smelled like wind and kerosene, a little torn around the collar like the stories in between. He wore it to my baseball games and to Mama's second wedding. He never said too many words, but his silence did the telling. We never saw eye to eye, more like a mirror to regret. But I still wore that coat one night just to see what he felt. He was thunder in the hallway, he was whiskey on the chair. He was gone before I noticed he was ever really there. My father's coat still fits me wrong, but I wear it when I need him strong. Through every storm I walk alone, it wraps me in what I've outgrown. We never said the words we meant, we spoke through fences, not through vents. But in this fabric cold and broke, I still remember my father's coat. He left before the cancer came, but I read his Bible notes. He marked the page on prodigal and folded prayers and quotes. I found a picture in the pocket of me at age 13, grinning like I knew the world and didn't fear a thing. And we were men made out of silence, built from lessons never said. But that coat was like a letter I forgot I So I hang it by the doorway, let it catch the morning smoke. And when I miss the man I knew, I'll wear my father's coat.